Hello, my name is Lojiki. You can find me on Twitch at I am Lojiki on Twitch. Also Lojiki on YouTube. TikTok, I haven't got one. But we're talking about what I call the Championship Chaos. Welcome to the Gentle Gloves podcast hosted by myself, I am Lojiki. We are talking about a couple of topics. UFC 324, date January 24. And it's going to be at 2 in the morning for us in the UK. So, not too bad for us, but I'll probably miss it anyway because I sleep. I like my sleep, especially lately. Really enjoy my sleep lately. But here we go. Justin Gaethje versus Paddy Pimblett, the controversial choice for the main event. We're going to talk about that, as well as the actual, in my head, the main event. The co-main, Amanda Nunes returning the GOAT of the UFC against Harrison, Kayla. So Ilia Topuria is not fighting in early 2026 due to personal teams, so I hope he is okay. We don't know what it is, but obviously if it's personal reasons, that's all we need to know. So hopefully he gets well soon, or whatever it is. Hopefully he comes back. Arman Tsarukyan is currently the number one fighter in the UFC lightweight division. He fought a couple of weeks ago now, and he dominated his opponent and won. He is ranked number one. Why the hell is he not fighting for the interim lightweight title? I have no idea. My only theory, and I've heard this from the Fight Disciples, so shout out to those guys, is there a worry with this man, with Arman Tsarukyan? And he's just recently fought. He suffered a major injury and he's knocked up the UFC card in the past. And is Dana White very much worried that he's going to be injured again? Therefore, he's found a new star in Paddy the Baddie. And does that mean that is Arman just going to be pushed to the side, moved out the way, gone and wait? Because now that there's an interim title, in theory, does that mean that Arman will fight either Paddy or Gaethje for the interim title fight? In theory, that could happen if there's enough time. Or do they wait now and go Ilia Topuria versus whoever wins the interim title, and then Arman goes up again? But does that leave Arman in the scenario where he has a fight, he hasn't fought, and he has to go out back there and he may lose that number one? I highly doubt he will, but it's a very, very possibility. And this is what I don't like about Dana White. He may not trust him. I think he doesn't trust him in some way. And I personally do not mind the Justin Gaethje Paddy Baddie. Justin Gaethje versus Paddy Pimblett as he takes his glasses off because he needs to clean them. Does the interim title... should this be instead of an interim title fight, number one contenders, eliminator? Whoever wins that then becomes number one contender to fight Arman Tsarukyan for the lightweight title. I think that's what it should be. Really, it should be a BMF title fight. If they wanted to put a title, a championship on, BMF would work. I don't really understand the BMF championship at all. It's just a made up one in my head. It's like a fake number one contenders. But that's what I think should happen, personally. It should be Arman fighting either one or the other. So let's dive a little bit further in. However, it's become an interim title fight. So, what's the point of an interim championship, people? What you may not know? Well, let me tell you, everyone. Why are interim title fights brought in for a reason? It is because whoever the champion is unable to fight for an extended period of time, normally due to injury. And it helps the division move on. So, we don't know what the problem, what the situation is for Ilia Topuria, but that is the key, right? And whoever is winning this fight needs to fight for the main championship against Arman Tsarukyan. Or does Arman go, you know what? I'm going to back up. Yeah, go, I'm number one. I'll wait it out and go, Dana, I'm number one contender. I'm ranked number one in this division. I haven't got my championship. I'm going to wait until undisputed champion is determined between Ilia Topuria and either Paddy or Justin Gaethje, and then I'll fight the winner. That potentially is the idea for Gaethje. Now I'm going to ask the chat here. If you didn't know, I am live streaming right now on twitch.tv/IamLajigi. Come join the party. Does Arman have something that Dana White doesn't like? Does Dana White have a grudge against Arman Tsarukyan as he's pulled out of his last title shot, as he was hurt with a back injury? And that was 2 nights before the fight, back in January 2025, and that knocked up the entire card. Is it the scenario of, hey, you're number one, but I don't trust you right now, so you can move aside, as I found a new star who is always ready. Both of them are always ready. Both of them are fighting. They haven't been injured. And they're going to show and make an absolute banger of a fight. So move aside, Arman. I'm going to push these two in front of you. And you can either you're going to be punished for being injured that one time and knocked up my entire card. You'll get to be number one contender for however long you want, but right now you're not a champion. That's a possibility. We don't know, because I don't understand Dana's mind. But really, it should be Arman Tsarukyan versus one of the two. Fair enough if you want one of them. In my head, it should be Paddy, but I don't really mind. Maybe that's a bit biased, possibly. But in my opinion, it should be Arman Tsarukyan fighting one of the two. If it has to be one of the two. Now, everyone, boop, think in caps. Hold on. Personal opinion aside, there's my other hat. Donk. Business point of view. The business hat is on, everyone. Look at this fake hatness. Is on. Makes sense in the point of view of the business, as Justin is one of the best fighters in the division. And Paddy is a rising star. He's just getting more and more and more popular. And both of them can fight and bang. Bang, if you didn't know, it just means punch really hard. And both of them will make this fight huge. Why? Because they know how to build up people. I don't know if Arman can do it, but I know these two can. They can make the spectacle. And it will be big because it's a championship at the end of the day. That's what people will be looking for. Well, hey, these two are right. One's a One's the upcoming, one's already up here. So let's just move these closer and back. They'll get to attack each other that way. That's probably what's going to happen. The business side is it makes a lot of sense. Not many people know who Arman Tsarukyan is. They know who Justin Gaethje is. He's American. They'll figure it out. And Paddy is just a rising star who some people may have heard in the background in a couple of other fights if they've ever watched them. Or have just heard the name Paddy the Baddie, maybe on a TikTok or YouTube, because something like that. A huge possibility, and that's how they've done it. It makes sense business-wise. It doesn't make sense ranking-wise. Okay? So, the other fight on this card, the other big one, is the WBW title. The Women's Bantamweight Championship. This one is not, I repeat, is not an interim. This is for the main fight. This is the main championship in this division. Also, in my head, again, business hat is now taken off. This is back to me again here. This one should be, in my opinion, the main event. This is because interim title fights, unless there's no other title fight on the card, should always be dropped below, and the main title, whatever it is, should be ahead of it. But it isn't. So, could we see? This one, I would say, as a non-fight fan, as the casual, people may, not going to say will, but may not stick around for this, and just if this was the main event, people may go, "Oh, I've seen the mega fight, which was advertised really, really well, and I really like the promotion on it. Oh, there's another fight. Oh, I'm not too bothered. I've had my pie. There's a little bit of dessert, but I'm full." Whereas if they went, "Oh, this is the pie. Oh, that's the dessert. Is that mute? Oh, that's dessert." Harrison and Nunes is the main course. Lovely, mwah, fresh crisp. Oh, I hear that we have a really great special on dessert menu. Oh, it's Justin Gaethje versus Paddy Pimblett. Oh, I'll stick around for that. Oh, I've heard really, really good things. Oh, I've seen a really good promotion. I wonder if that's what they're thinking. Whether as, oh, I've had this dessert, but I don't really. If we switch it and go, oh, I'm like the Paddy and Justin are the main course. Everyone's really, really excited for that. Oh, they hear that there's another fight afterwards. Oh, but I'm a bit full now. I don't really want that other food. It's nice, but I'm full now. I've had my food. I don't want to really eat anymore. I'm good, but I appreciate that there is an option there. But I'm full. That is possible. That's probably what the casual fans may think. That's what I don't think, but I see what they're saying. So think of these two fights as main course is, in theory, should be the women's championship. It isn't, but it is. That's what it should be, but it's not. Everyone's main course, the big mwah, yum yum yum, is really the Justin Gaethje Paddy fight, right? That's what everyone's looking forward to. That's the one. Us as mega fight fans who may watch this more often than not, are more interested. We'll like both. Oh, I am not complaining. Right now, my main is, oh, yum yum yum, gimme, Harrison versus Nunes, yum 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 yum, perfection, mwah mwah mwah, chef's kiss. But I can see there's another food item over there. Oh, it's Justin Gaethje versus Paddy Pimblett. Yum yum yum, gimme. I'm not full now. So that's how I'm processing everything. And in the Pins and Fight film, it will get more views, right? We know that most fight fans and UFC fans, from boxing, MMA, anything like that, says main event will be that. But on the Fight Disciples, they mentioned the mess that which was Jake Paul, Mike Tyson, which was on Netflix. And the co-main event was Katie Taylor, in my opinion, my favourite female boxer, against Amanda Serrano, which had a total of 70 million people watching that live. I'll repeat the number, 70 million people watching that. And it was the best fight on that card, was the co-main event. And that's the fight I really wanted to watch, was that one. I could not care less about Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. However, my mum, who was a boxing fan and grew up with Mike Tyson, wanted to watch the Jake Paul Mike Tyson part. Mainly because they thought Mike Tyson would knock Jake out. I personally knew Mike Tyson's really old, Jake Paul's not. And fair play to Jake Paul, by the way, in fighting. But I see, that's the casual. My mum's a casual fighter. She'll watch fights if I put them on, but she's not going to go out and search for them. And she knows Mike Tyson. She doesn't really know Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano, unless I'm glazing Katie Taylor, which I sometimes may or may not do. So, if the fight was Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson as the co-main event, and Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano was the main event, everyone's viewers, you'll go from 70 million, probably back to like a couple million, like 10 maybe million, who knows, of everyone else, or something. Like, it'll be a massive drop. Because the main hardcore fight fans will watch that fight, but they may have not went for the other one. So that's kind of how they're processing. They're treating it like the Jake Paul scenario, which I respect and I understand. Either way, it's still going to be really good fights. Both of them, by the way, both of them are going to be really good fights. Am I going to watch both of them? I'm going to try my hardest, but I'm going to struggle. Is this possibly the biggest MMA fight since Chris Cyborg versus Amanda Nunes? Possibly. We have got the modern American wrestler Harrison versus the GOAT of MMA in the women's division, Amanda Nunes. If Harrison can secure and win against beating the GOAT, Amanda Nunes, she has secured her own legacy. She has made it to the pinnacle and she has went bang, bang, there you go, people, on that scenario. So, that is the first part done.